leaving my Illinois apartment, heading to Central Illinois. This is going to be a seminar for one of our clients. It's Brian Barlow at Central Jiu-Jitsu. Let's rock and roll. Thigh pads, lots of gear, bands, black belts, lots of gis, lots of smelly shoes. We got it all. And I got my fresh juice from Blended Smoothie.
Another Saturday afternoon, let's go learn some jiu-jitsu moves and maybe some new baseball bat chokes from Magid Hage.
When his arm is on your top leg, like this, you can just squeeze, but you can't like hook and maneuver his wrist unless you hook it with your cane. If I have to put my toes on the ground, that's okay. I'm not necessarily trying to just hook his wrist so that I miss it, because I'll miss it, okay? I'm looking to follow his arm the whole time. And then this way, it's pretty impossible for him to free his arm right there. Very difficult, okay? Because he can't rotate his shoulder right there. And his arm's definitely not coming out this way. Okay, I have his back, I have the hooks, and then I have a seatbelt. Okay, once I climb on that arm, boom, straighten out your arm. Cannot. I got the head of the snake. Right, I got control of his arm. I want to be on this side. Going through the choke. He wants to be on that side. Okay? This is gonna be better for him to escape. If he can now take my bottom hook out, we got that bottom hook, he can start to get his hips to the ground and start to face me. He can do that on the other side too, but not if I have the choke. If I have the hand in the lapel, super deep, right? Very deep. And then pull a little bit. He's already starting to feel it. Okay? If I have this hand in the lapel and we're over here and I lose this hook and he starts getting his hip to the ground, bro, he can start facing down. Okay? If we're here with that bottom hook out, facing it, and not facing it, right? Because I have the choke. I have that lapel, he's gonna turn into the choke. But I'm going from here to a crucifix. The difference from having the back and then having the crucifix is when I have his back, he has the arms to defend the chokes. He's hand fighting here, right? And I'm hand fighting this, and that shit gets annoying sometimes. And you end up not getting the choke from the best position. When I have his back right here, I'm gonna start going for that lapel aggressively. I want him to defend it. I want him to start pulling back, and I'm gonna keep my head tight, and I'm gonna keep digging, actively pushing my arm this way. If I stop doing that, he's gonna stop doing that. Okay, I want him to focus on this. I'll let him kick that hook out easily. It won't be easy if I don't allow it, but I'm gonna allow it. He's just gonna straighten his leg and the hook's gonna pop out. Exactly, like that, okay? And I have to hold on to it. But he's kind of like in a little Americana position, territory head on the ground. Can't put his head on the ground because I can lift it when he bridges. I try to hit the stick, okay? And I'm gonna start to pass this arm through. You'll get a little bit more room, okay? Release this leg, cross it over, activate your foot on his wrist. That day he starts to grab my hand, I'm gonna fall to the side he wants. Now, as soon as he hip escapes off of my leg, look where my knee's at. On top of his shoulder so that I can open this, okay? I'm not even holding on to his hand. He's holding on to my hand. And I'm just opening it, and then now I'm holding onto his hand. So in that transition, my hand flips over, right? And that's gonna happen very fast. It's gonna be like boom, right? Boom.
Here, wrist, tap the neck.
Oh.
Glutes active.
Fighting that neck, I take my hook out, it escapes, and then we get to here. Okay? So we just move it. Move my leg, go behind his neck, and start attacking his neck. Right? I'm gonna go boom, straight for his neck. He's gonna grab that hand every time. And then look, my knee's gonna hold him, and I'm coming. Right? And then you're like straighten out your leg real quick. And like in a tournament, whatever, you know, fuck the guy's beard. But in training, like every day. Okay, go back down there. So we're gonna be here. I'm up by his chest, tilting over to a side. If my torso is off his head like this, it'll be difficult to flip it. But watch when my torso lays down, keep pushing your head up. When my torso lays down on his head right here, I can start to move over. Okay? Move my leg, double. Yeah, that's gonna be best case scenario. And the tilt him behind his head. So I'm gonna go to his shoulder. And then go the other way. You see? When he's basing on the ground, that's what you do to get his face. You slide that under. That first move, we land it here. I leave. My arms gonna go around his head as I pop out the back. Just about the feet. You get to here. Okay? You feel a little bit of tension, you want to push. Leave, tighten up. Not come on top with that arm trap and that wrist. And it goes with a triangle right there. Arm stuck on the wrong leg and start going further. The top piece right here.